Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to explain you about Elementor basics. Please do watch this video start to end. Before you install the Elementor page builder, first you need to install an Astra theme. In order to install Astra theme, you need to go to appearance option on the left side. Please do select this themes option and select this add new theme, and in the search bar type Astra, and this is the Astra theme. You need to install and activate this Astra theme. After activating this theme, click on this plugins option left hand side, click on add new plugin, and in the search bar type Elementor. This is a Elementor plugin you need to install. Click on install now and now activate it. So after activating the Elementor page builder, you need to customize few settings in Elementor. So in the dashboard on the left side, after installing Elementor, you will see this option like Elementor option. Please just select this and go to settings option. Under the settings, please do select features, scroll down, and here you need to activate like flexbox container, editor top bar, and click on save changes. In order to use Elementor page builder, first you need to create a page. So go to pages option, click on add page, and now type your page name as home or about us. Let me type home and click on publish option. Once you have created this published this home page, you need to select the page builder. We need to select this edit with Elementor page builder. This is the Elementor canvas where you are going to design websites by using Elementor page builder, website pages by using Elementor page builder. And here you can see this is a settings option. If I click on this settings option, here you can select the global colors. You can enable your theme global colors, or you can disable it as per your requirements. Okay, and let's go back. Let's do click on save changes, and you can also select default fonts for primary fonts, secondary fonts, text and accent. And in the typography section, here you can select the typography, text color, typography size as per your requirements. So let me close this. Here on the left side, here you're seeing this is a widget panel. These are the design blocks. This is the layout blocks, and this is a design blocks such as like a heading block, image block, like text editor. We can call this as widgets or widget elements or elements. Okay. So in this video, I will represent widgets as elements. Here you are seeing this is a heading element, this is an image element, and this is a text editor element. Here is a video element where you can embed YouTube videos. This is a button element. You can use CTAs, and this is a divider element where you can add dividers in this website. Okay. And on the right side, this is a preview option. This is the icon. When you click on preview or preview changes, whenever you design or made any customizations in this page, you can preview these changes by clicking on this previous option. And this is a publish option, and you can also save this as template, or you can save as draft whenever you made any changes. Okay. So first, if I click on this plus option, we are going to design website section by section, okay, by using this flexbox containers. So let me select this flexbox, and after selecting the flexbox, here you need to select a structure like single column structure or two column structure or like a 4 containers structure. So these are called the four column structure, okay, as per your requirements. If I select this 4 column structure, here this is a main container, and this is a 4 sub containers inside this main container. If you want to view the structure of these containers, you can select this structure option. This is a navigation option. If I click on this option, here you can see this is the structure. This is the main container, and we are having in the main container, we are having 4 sub containers. You can also name these containers as, let me double click on this, and here let me add as main container. And if I expand this, you can name it as S1 subcontainer 1, and S2, S3, and this as S4. Here you can see we are having 4 subcontainers. Inside these subcontainers, we are going to, if I click on this add element, inside these subcontainers only, we are going to insert these design elements inside these subcontainers just by using drag and drop method. Okay. Before going into video, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Balasagar, and I am WordPress web developer with 7 years of experience. If your business needs website designing services, please do call or WhatsApp to this number. I design business website, e-commerce, online stores, real estate, restaurant, and all types of category websites. For consultation or WordPress related issues and queries, please do contact or WhatsApp me. You can click link in the description below to WhatsApp me directly. First, I want to insert this heading element. Let me click on this add element. Let me select this first sub container, and let me click on this add element. Here, let me drag this heading element into this first sub container. That's how you can drag and drop it over here. Whenever you select an element, here you can see I have selected the heading element. Whenever we select a heading element, these 3 options will be visible on the left side. Whenever I insert any element into these containers, these 3 options will appear on the left side, like content option, style option, advanced option. Here, content option is used to change the content of this heading element like text one. And you can also add links to these text. And if I select style option, here it is used to align the text to center, right side, or the left side as per your requirements. And also you can change the typography by using this. If I click on this pencil icon, you can change the font family of this text as per your required font family. Okay. and also you can increase the text size, decrease the text size, okay, and also you can increase the weight, decrease the weight as per your requirements, okay. And here it is this transform option. By using this transform option, you can change this to uppercase, lowercase, or capitalize. And you can, I want to make this text as default, and you can also style this by changing the style to italic, and you can also add decoration like underline, overline, line through, and you can also increase the line height, and you can also increase the letter spacing, and you can also increase the word spacing, okay. And here you can add blend modes, text stroke, and text shadow, and you can also change the text colors. Like let me select this text color as black, and whenever I try to hover on this text, you can also change text color to another color like this. If I hover on this, the color will change. So let me clear this. So I don't want to add any hover color. And if I select on advanced option here, and in the advanced option, you can add margins and paddings to this text, okay. I will explain about margin and padding later. So let me select first this main container. Here in the main containers, we are having 4 subcontainers. Whenever I select main containers, for containers and subcontainers, we get different options. For these widget elements, we get different options like content style and advanced option. When I select these containers, we will get this like layout style and advanced options. In the layout section, first let me add like image element in the second subcontainer. Here you can add any images to your website. Like let me select this image, any one of this image, and let me upload it. I have added the image in the second subcontainer, and let me click on add element. Let me add YouTube video element in the third subcontainer, and let me add button element in the fourth subcontainer. In each container, I have added different elements like text element, image element, video element, and button element. If I click on this add element, here you can see there are many widget elements are available like free and pro versions. The free version, by using Elementor is having 2 types of versions. One is free version and another one is the pro version. By using free version only, we can create professional and attractive website design, and by using pro elements, we can design our website with advanced features. Okay, if you want to buy pro options, I have given the link in the description below. You can check it out. If you click on this upgrade option, and you can make the purchase to get pro options. Okay, and first let me select this main container here. This is a structure, and in the main container we are having 4 subcontainers. In each subcontainer we are having elements. Okay, we use elements inside the containers only. Okay, suppose if I select the main container here, the container layout is flexboxed, because by using flexbox container layout only, we are going to design website step by step, like each section by section. Okay, so the container with this boxed format. If I click on this publish option, I will save this entire section. Like I will save the settings of this section. When we click on this publish option, so in order to save these settings what you made in the website page, you need to click on this publish option. If you want to preview these changes, just click on this preview changes option, and that's how you can preview the changes what you have made in the home page. Okay, by using Elementor page builder. And let me get back to Elementor canvas. And here if I select this main container, and here you can see I can you can make this content width as boxed or full width. If I select this as boxed type, so the content will start from here and end will here. If I select this content width as full width, so if I click on this publish option and let me preview the changes, here you can see the content will start appearing from end to end. Okay, it will be arranged in full width format. So every time please do arrange in boxed format only. This is the default format. Okay, and also here you can increase the height of this main container. Here you can see the minimum height of this main container is 283 pixels. If I increase the height, here you can see this container height is increasing. So let me go to style option, and here please do select this background, expand this and select the background type as classic. Let me add background color as this color. Okay, let me select the layout, and here you can increase the height of this main container as per your requirements. Okay, let me add this height of this main container as 500 pixels as per now. And if I scroll down, here you can see this is the items direction. You can change the direction to, initially the direction will be in row horizontal. If you want to change the direction to column vertical, you can change like this. And if you want to change the row reverse, though the subcontainers will be arranged in reverse format. Okay, if you change the contents to column reversed, and it will be changed to this format in reverse format. It will be aligned one after another. Okay, let me keep this as row horizontal only. Okay, and also you can change the justify content to start, center. Let me change this column vertical, and here you can see if I select this start, it will be arranged in start. If I select this to center, let me increase the minimum height of this container, so you will get to know. So if I here in the align items, if I select this on start, it will be arranged in start. If I select this as center, so all the subcontainers will be arranged in center inside this main container. If I select this as end, so all the subcontainers elements will be arranged in the end. So okay, and let me arrange it in center, and here you can change the content to like if I change the direction to justify content to center, and you can arrange in center, you can arrange in end, you can add space between these elements as per your requirements. And here we are having gaps option. So if I change the direction to row horizontal, here you can see we can, by using these gaps, we can add space between these containers. Okay, if I increase the space between these columns, so here you can see space has been increasing between these containers. Okay, if I change the direction to column vertical, we can increase the space between rows also like this. If I increasing the space, so here you can see space has been increasing between these rows. Okay, and let me change the direction to row horizontal. If I click on this as no wrap, so all the containers inside this main container will be arranged in one on side by side. Okay, if I select this and wrap, so it will be arranged in another line. Okay, so let me select this as no wrap, and we don't need this additional option. If I select this style option, here you can change the background of these containers. Okay, you can also add classic color, or you can also add gradient color as per your requirements, like two color combinations like blue, red. Okay, gradient colors. And you can also add video by adding YouTube video over here, and you can also add slideshows by adding images inside the here like this. Okay, let me select this classic background as classic, and if you want to add any image, just click on this choose image, and you can choose the image for the main container. Here you can see first let me decrease the column gap and rows gap, and let me decrease the height of this main container, and let me go to style option. Here after adding the image to the background of this main container, you can select the image resolution as full or medium as per your requirements. Okay, let me select the image resolution as full, and the position should be in center, center right, center left as per your requirement. Let me add this as default as center, and you can also change the attachment to scroll type. If I change the attachment to scroll type, whenever I scroll the page, so the background will be scrolled along with the page. Okay, if I select the attachment as fixed, when I scroll the page, the background inside the container will be in fixed format. Okay, and let me keep it as default, and here you can select as no repeat, and you can change the display size to auto, cover, okay, contain. So always use display size as cover only. Okay, so that entire image will be covered in this entire main container. Okay, you can also add background overlays. You can add normal background overlays like a blue color like this, or green color as per your requirements, or else white color. Okay, and you can also increase the opacity like this. Okay, and you can also add borders to this main container. So you can add border type as solid. So if I add solid as 50, here you can see 50 border width has been added. If I add border width as 20, here you can see 20 border width has been added. You can also change the border color as green color, brown, black, blue as per your requirements. You can also add border radius as, if I add 36, here you can see we are having border radius has been added. If I add 360, here it will be arranged in curve format. Okay, as per your requirements. If I add 250, 200 like this, it will be arranged. If I add 50, like this will be arranged. Okay, you can also add box shadow, change the color. Okay, you can also increase the opacity, horizontal and vertical shadow, box shadow for these main containers. If you don't want, you can select this back to defaults option. Okay, and these shape dividers we don't need right now. And in the advanced tab, we can, by using advanced tabs, we can add like motion effects or margin and padding for these elements or sub containers or main containers. Okay, mostly we use margins and padding to increase space between these elements. Okay, if I add margin, let me delink this, and if I add margin of 100, here you can see on top I have added 100 margin. Okay, like 100 pixel space on top. Okay, so and here you can see this is a padding. Let me go to layout and make this minimum height as 0, and come to advanced option. If I add padding, margin is nothing but we will add space outside these main containers, like outside the containers or outside the elements. Okay, padding is nothing but padding is added inside the elements or inside the containers. This is the main container. I want to add padding as 50. Here you can see 50 space has been added inside this main container. If I add space as 500, here you can see 500 space has been added inside this main container. So that's how. If I add space as 100, here you can see inside more space, like 100 pixels space has been added inside the main container. Okay, so that's the difference between margin and padding. Margin is outside the container we are adding space. Padding means inside the container we are adding the space. Okay, you can also add motion effects. If I select this text element, and if you want to add motion effects, go to advanced option, and please do select this motion effects and select this animation like fade in up, fade in down as per your requirements. Okay, slide in, and you can make it slow, normal and fast. Okay, and you can also, and we are also having responsive options. Like we can design websites in desktop format. This is a mobile, like a tablet portrait format, and this is a mobile format. We can view our changes in 3 different formats, like mobile view, like desktop view, tablet view, and mobile view. Okay, you can make the changes as per your requirements by using this responsive editing option. Okay, you can resize the text for mobile, adjust the margins, paddings. You can hide the elements as per the device. This means you can design once and make it look perfect on any screen size by using these responsive options. Okay, if you want to continue editing later, you can also save these changes as save as draft. Okay, if you want to reuse this template in different websites, you can also save this as save as template, and you can name it like template, and you can save it, and you can reuse it in another pages or another website by exporting it, okay, from your website. And if you want to view the page, you can click on this view option, and if you want to save the changes, please click on publish option, and if you want to preview the changes, click on preview changes option. So that's how these previews will be visible.
If you feel like this video provided you value, please do like and subscribe my channel, WordPress related tips and web designing courses and videos. Please do comment in the video if you have any doubts on WordPress related issues. I will definitely make a video. It will help you. Thank you.